Hello, I'm back with more Zeepkist, and today I'm going to review some tracks for ZSL Canyon, last round of first season of ZSL. So let's start. And the first level of this video is Hearthstone Canyon by Carve. Well, interesting stuff in this track is that there's a couple different surfaces, so you change your grip several times and it changes your behavior on turning and other stuff. Also there is a loop, which not really hard, but it could be problematic if you don't have enough speed. And the next level is Zion Park by CTR Lex Limbo, and that's what I call classical Zeepkist track. It's a track where you need to be really precise on turns, you need to maintain your speed through all transition, turns, jumps, place your soulbox to not hit all bosses, avoid them, and this is all what I love in all such type of tracks. Maintain your speed and steer as less as possible, and still be the fast and avoid bosses, as I already mentioned. So yeah, I will gladly to see the fast results on round itself. Next track, Canyon Carve by ORRS Gold. I would say this is a really interesting track because it have multiple passes, multiple way how to do it. Some people said that the fastest way is have really hard turn into the right inside of the canyon and then go to the right path, and maybe it's true, but still I find that the left way for me was faster, and my result is 44 seconds. So it's up to you, find the fastest way on this track. Cartoony Canyon, and I think this is a trend for such tracks for this round, that all tracks have multiple passes, multiple ways how to do it. Not all of them, but a lot of them have opportunity to you to choose more risky way or more easy way, or just different way how to do this level. And this is, for my opinion, great idea, great opportunity to finish everyone, and just for few like real pro compete for the first position for real fast time. It's also one more level of complexity to find the best way to best road to the finish. While you're watching this video, if you like it, please consider to subscribe and put like. Grand Canyon by Codewald. Well, this is the first track in this video with things that people called speed check, and in this case this is a really long jump where you need not only maintain your speed but to be really precise, because there is a really narrow window to do this jump, and I would say this is the only hard part here. After that, all other stuff are not really hard, you just need to go through the line, which in most cases just lead you. Really nice track. Rio Sass by Rico 97. And this is not of the many technical track, and as you can see there is numbers, and all these numbers is give you approximately amount of speed that you need to do through all these turns and obstacles. You can be slightly faster, you can be slightly slower, but all speed should be around that number, and that's give you the most best result. Chasm Chase by Richie. Well, I can't say that this is a full speed track or full technical track, but it's more technical than speedy. There are a lot of jump, there are a lot of wall rides, and as in all Zeepkist tracks, you still need to maintain speed. There is no really some kind of speed checks, but there are a lot of road without barriers, so it's easy to fall down if you won't be really precise on corners, but it's not really hard track and done really great. Spiky Cacty Canyon, yet another technical track as for me, maybe someone think another way, but interesting thing for this track is the metal first point of view road, which has a really unique grip and you need to be really precise. Also there is really interesting jump where you need to do it slightly earlier than I think, because if you do it in the latest moment you won't get to the road, but in other way it's not really hard track. I think everyone can do it. Volcanic Valley, in terms of scenery, it's a great track. It's really technical track. It's a half pipe and a lot of obstacles, so you need really think through where you need to place your soulbox to not hit, to not lose your wheel. And another, let's call it, specific feature for this track has a flying part, which I'm not really big fan of it, and honestly I'm really bad of it. So as you can see, I didn't finish it proper, and not a lot of people in this lobby finish it because, yeah, flying in different angle is a harsh in Zeepkist. Dusty Layer by Just Monkey. And as opposite from last track, Just Monkey create yet again combination of full speed or high speed track and technical one. There's some elements that I'm not really big fan, as like inverted half pipe, which as I said not a big fan of it, but looking on a timetable people don't find this element as really hard obstacle, but all other element, if you maintain enough speed, are all feel natural, how like proper way to do all this track. Except these two harsh element, I don't think this is really hard track. Lion Lake V2, first track with, let's call it, fake checkpoint. it's the road how I try to do it, and it's a wrong way. There is a small turn here where you need to go in correct path, and if not the other people, I wouldn't find it without photo mode. And this trick have two things, and all of them are basically two speed check jumps, and both of them are blind, so you need to be really precise. You really need to know where to go. I find that the first one, it's easy done by just align with the barrier itself, which helps you aim first and second jump. ZSL Orange Dirt by TNT Arrow. I played this map a couple of times in different open lobbies. It's interesting track with jumps, but it has really interesting last part where you need to jump through sand hills, which if you have enough speed are great, and if not, you need to find the better way to do it. Gloomy Gorge by Cartoony. And as I said, this is a trend for this ZSL is have multiple ways, and is up to you to find which is faster, which is slower, but it's definitely one will be more riskier than another. And if you don't enough experience as me, for example, the risky way could be even slower for you, because doing all these jumps, tricks, hits, you will lose speed more than gain during the track. So yeah, I will gladly to see what result people could achieve on the ZSL round itself. Paintstone by Sox 242. Well, this is what people call a speed track. The aim for all this track is just be around 200 speed, which is max by boosters, and try to keep your soulbox during that in boosters in the river, because if you go higher there's no boosters and you start to lose your speed. But also you need to avoid all these obstacles like rocks. Maybe you need some luck, maybe you need some tricks. And also there are a couple time checks, which with right time and with right speed you will gain speed by driving forward, and if you will be losing speed you need to find another way to go around them. Crocodile Canyon. Well, this is the first track that use fans instead of boosters, and as you all know, fans create a little bit different approach for turns, because it's push your soulbox even if you go sideways. So you need to be really cautious on the fan, and also at the end where is a flying part, but it's not harsh as it was, so it's just flying forward, straight forward, fast as you can. Canyon Tour, another technical map where you need to go in a half pipe and you need to maintain your speed to be fast enough, and you need to place your salt box inside the half pipe to not fall off, to not over jump it, and there are a lot of different ways how you need to maintain your speed during all these ups and downs. Overall, really beautiful and interesting track. Silt. This is the first track with some kind of loop where you need to go through pass number 1 and then pass number 2, and also it has unique idea, unique way. It's done really interesting. As you can see, the bottom of the canyon is a silt. It's slowing you down, so you need to go on the banks or on these bones of, I don't know, ancient animals, but it's the proper way. You need to avoid all the silt, but sometimes you can't and you still need to go there to be faster. So it's all about your decision and jumps and preciseness and avoiding all the silt. Great track. Utah Adventure Tour. Well, as I probably mentioned, I'm not really big fan of all flying maps in Zeepkist, but since this is now a big part of this game and this feature here, so it's probably not surprised there's a full flying map here, and it has really great scenery. It's not really fast, so you have a lot of room to fix your mistakes, but from feedbacks in open lobby, people were struggling to find one of the checkpoints and finish itself. Okay guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like it, you can watch another my video that's popped somewhere on the screen, or just subscribe or even put like. It will be really helpful for me. Thanks, bye.